Hezbollah, Arabic for Party of God, is a Shiite Islamist political party and militant group based in Lebanon. Founded in 1982 during the Lebanese Civil War and the Israeli occupation of southern Lebanon, Hezbollah emerged as a powerful force resisting Israeli presence. Over the decades, it has evolved into a complex organization with significant military capabilities, political influence, and social outreach programs. Hezbollah's ideology is rooted in Shiite Islam, particularly the teachings of the Islamic Revolution in Iran. It seeks to establish an Islamic state in Lebanon and liberate Jerusalem from Israeli control. This essay will delve into the history, ideology, activities, and regional role of Hezbollah, exploring the multifaceted nature of this influential actor in the Middle East. Hezbollah's initial goal was to drive Israeli forces out of Lebanon, which it achieved in 2000 after years of armed struggle. This victory bolstered its image as a resistance movement among its supporters and beyond. The group's ideology is based on the concept of Vilayat-e-Faqih, which calls for the guardianship of an Islamic jurist. This principle, central to the Iranian Revolution, underscores Hezbollah's close ties to Iran, both ideologically and strategically. Hezbollah's formation was a direct response to Israel's 1982 invasion of Lebanon. This invasion, known as Operation Peace for Galilee, aimed to expel the Palestine Liberation Organization, or PLO, from Lebanon. However, it also led to the occupation of southern Lebanon by Israeli forces. In the face of this occupation, various Shiite militias, inspired by the Iranian Revolution, united under the banner of Hezbollah. Iran played a crucial role in Hezbollah's genesis, providing financial, military, and logistical support. The Iranian Revolutionary Guard Corps, or IRGC, played a key role in training and equipping Hezbollah fighters, instilling in them the principles of asymmetric warfare. Hezbollah's early years were marked by guerrilla attacks against Israeli forces and their allies in southern Lebanon. These attacks, often involving suicide bombings and ambushes, inflicted casualties and eroded Israeli morale, ultimately contributing to Israel's decision to withdraw from Lebanon in 2000. Hezbollah's military capabilities have evolved significantly over the years. Initially reliant on guerrilla tactics, the group has transformed into a formidable fighting force with advanced weaponry and a sophisticated command structure. Hezbollah possesses a vast arsenal of rockets, missiles, and anti-tank guided missiles, many supplied by Iran. Its fighters are highly trained and experienced, having participated in numerous conflicts, including the 2006 Lebanon War and the Syrian Civil War. Hezbollah's military doctrine emphasizes asymmetric warfare, aiming to exploit its enemy's weaknesses while maximizing its own strengths. The group has constructed elaborate underground bunkers and tunnels to protect its leadership, weapons, and fighters. Hezbollah's military wing, the Islamic Resistance, is highly organized and secretive, operating independently of its political arm. This separation allows Hezbollah to maintain plausible deniability for its military actions while engaging in political activities. Alongside its military prowess, Hezbollah has established itself as a major political force in Lebanon. The group participates in Lebanese politics through its political wing, the Loyalty to the Resistance Bloc. Hezbollah holds seats in the Lebanese parliament and has been part of several coalition governments. Its political platform focuses on social justice, resistance against Israel, and the defense of Lebanon's sovereignty. Hezbollah's social and political influence extends beyond its Shiite base. The group operates a vast network of social services, including hospitals, schools, and charities. These institutions provide essential services to Lebanese citizens, particularly in impoverished Shiite communities. Hezbollah's social outreach programs have earned it significant popular support, even among some non-Shiite Lebanese. Section 5. Controversies and criticisms. A terrorist organization, Hezbollah's activities have drawn condemnation and criticism from various quarters. The group is designated as a terrorist organization by several countries, including the United States, Israel, and Canada. These designations stem from Hezbollah's involvement in attacks against civilian targets, including the 1983 bombing of the US Marine barracks in Beirut and the 1994 bombing of the Amaya Jewish Center in Buenos Aires. Critics accuse Hezbollah of being a proxy of Iran, carrying out Tehran's bidding in the region. They argue that Hezbollah's military capabilities and involvement in regional conflicts destabilize the Middle East and pose a threat to international security. Hezbollah's critics also point to its human rights record, alleging that the group suppresses dissent and restricts freedoms within its areas of control. Section 6. The Syrian quagmire, Hezbollah's involvement in the civil war. Hezbollah's intervention in the Syrian civil war, which erupted in 2011, marked a turning point for the group. Since 2012, Hezbollah has been actively involved in the Syrian conflict, fighting alongside the Syrian government forces led by Bashar al-Assad. Hezbollah's decision to intervene in Syria was driven by a confluence of factors, including its strategic alliance with the Assad regime, its desire to protect Shiite communities in Syria, and its ambition to counter the influence of Sunni extremist groups. Hezbollah's involvement in the Syrian conflict has come at a heavy cost. The group has suffered significant casualties, and its fighters have been accused of committing human rights abuses. Hezbollah's intervention has also exacerbated sectarian tensions in Lebanon, where the Syrian conflict has inflamed Sunni Shiite divisions. Despite the costs, Hezbollah has played a decisive role in propping up the Assad regime and turning the tide of the Syrian conflict in its favor. Section 7. The Iran factor, a strategic alliance and its implications. Hezbollah's relationship with Iran is multifaceted and deeply ingrained. Iran has been Hezbollah's primary patron since its inception, providing it with unwavering financial, military and logistical support. Ideologically, both Hezbollah and Iran share a common enemy in Israel and a commitment to the resistance axis against Western influence in the Middle East. Hezbollah's close ties to Iran have profound implications for regional security. The group serves as a critical node in Iran's network of proxies and allies, extending Tehran's reach across the Levant. Hezbollah's military capabilities, bolstered by Iranian support, pose a significant threat to Israel and US interests in the region. The Iran-Hezbollah axis remains a focal point of tension and a potential flashpoint for a wider regional conflict. Section 8. Hezbollah and Israel, an enduring conflict. Hezbollah and Israel have been locked in a state of conflict since Hezbollah's inception. The two adversaries have fought several wars and engaged in numerous skirmishes and cross-border raids. Hezbollah views Israel as an illegitimate entity occupying Muslim land, while Israel regards Hezbollah as a terrorist organization and a proxy of Iran. The 2006 Lebanon war, sparked by a Hezbollah cross-border raid, demonstrated the group's ability to inflict significant damage on Israeli military and civilian targets. Since the 2006 war, both sides have maintained a tense ceasefire along the Lebanon-Israel border. However, the underlying tensions and animosity remain palpable. Hezbollah's growing military capabilities, particularly its missile arsenal, pose a credible threat to Israel's security. The possibility of a future conflict between Hezbollah and Israel remains a constant concern for the region and the international community. Section 9. Beyond the battlefield, Hezbollah's social and humanitarian activities. Beyond its military and political activities, Hezbollah plays a significant role in Lebanese society through its vast network of social, cultural, and religious institutions. The group operates hospitals, schools, orphanages, and charities that cater to the needs of the Shiite community and beyond. Hezbollah's social outreach programs have earned it considerable popular support, particularly in impoverished areas neglected by the Lebanese state. Hezbollah's social and humanitarian activities are often seen as a means of extending its influence and garnering legitimacy among the Lebanese population. Critics, however, argue that these activities are a form of political exploitation, using social services to cultivate loyalty and maintain control over communities. Regardless of the motivations, Hezbollah's social institutions play a vital role in addressing the needs of many Lebanese citizens, particularly in marginalized areas. Section 10. Conclusion: Hezbollah's complex legacy and uncertain future. Hezbollah's legacy is complex and multifaceted. It is simultaneously hailed as a resistance movement, a political powerhouse, a terrorist organization, and a social welfare provider. Its evolution from a ragtag militia into a sophisticated political and military actor reflects the tumultuous history of Lebanon and the region. Hezbollah's enduring influence stems from its ability to navigate the complexities of Lebanese politics, its unwavering commitment to its ideology, and its deep roots within the Shiite community. Hezbollah's future remains uncertain. The group faces internal challenges, including the need to balance its military and political wings, address criticism of its human rights record, and manage its relationship with Iran. Externally, Hezbollah's involvement in regional conflicts, particularly in Syria, exposes it to risks and uncertainties. Despite these challenges, Hezbollah has demonstrated remarkable resilience and adaptability, ensuring its continued relevance in Lebanon and the Middle East.